lucky bride the dream of her life, her entire wedding for free.
Welcome back to My Dream Wedding, you guys. I'm Kiri with Timeless Rose Events, and we have our winners here, Wanjel and Marty. Say hi.
Hey.
All right, you guys, we are getting so close to your wedding day. How are you feeling?
I don't know. I think this is where like the perfectionist in me is kicking in. I'm like, maybe I can like see something or something, but actually very excited.
Yeah.
I'm curious to see how it's all gonna look.
Good. I know you mentioned that you like surprises, so that's kind of working in our favor, but you, on the other
I really don't. I think, like I've talked to her, I think this will be the only day that I will accept surprise.
Oh, okay. Well, aside from the fact that, we announced you guys as the winner. So we just are going to keep rolling them out for you, Marty. You're just going to have to roll with it at this point. Perfect. So I know you guys met with Brandy with Next Chapter Weddings.
Yes.
So just to give our audience and you guys a better idea, typically when you hire a wedding planner, they'll design it and they'll also do the day of coordinating. But because we wanted to have as many hands in the pot as possible and get as many vendors involved as possible, that's why we have two separate. So that's why she's doing the design and like helping you guys out with that, and then I'm doing the actual day of coordinating. So it'll be me and my assistant, and we'll be kind of running all over the place for you guys that day. So what we're gonna cover today is just kind of, we're not gonna go like hour by hour, minute by minute. Okay. We're just talking about what you guys want to happen in your wedding. Some of the traditional stuff, maybe not so much of the traditional stuff. That way I can put your minute by minute, hour by hour timeline together. Okay. Then once that's completed, it goes to you. You guys let me know if you want to change something, add something, subtract something. And we try to get that done like at the 2-week mark. So 2 weeks is kind of our 2 weeks before is like our cutoff. Okay. And I know we're getting there very, very closely, but that's fine. So is there anything that you can think of for the actual ceremony? So normally it's, there's songs that are played beforehand. You have your wedding party coming down. There's like a sermon, vowels. I don't know if you guys want any readings by any people, anything like that. Is there anything that you guys can think of outside of, the norm, or things that you want people, like blessings or, anything like that, or traditions that you guys can think of?
Well, I know that I will have maybe one person do a prayer of blessing.
Okay.
I know that for a fact.
Okay. Are they in the wedding party, or is it someone that we need to call up and give them a mic? Or okay, someone in the crowd.
Yep.
Okay. Anything else?
I've never been married before, so I don't know.
Okay, that's actually a great place to start. About how many weddings do you guys think that y'all have been to, or has it been a lot?
So the crazy thing is, I've been in a lot of weddings.
You've been in weddings.
A wedding
okay.
singer, so I've sang, but
okay.
I've never really paid attention
to what's happening. Yeah, there's a lot going on.
That's it.
So there's a lot going on, and it's going to seem like there's a lot to remember leading up, but I promise you a lot of it's going to happen like that. Exactly. It's going to happen so fast, and there's going to be things you don't even remember until you go and you see the video or the photos, and then you're like, oh my gosh, yeah, we did do that. So it's going to be like a lot of questions and detail-oriented things that for me to figure out, but the day of, it's not going to be that stressful, I promise. So on Marty's side, giving a blessing, prayer/blessing. Okay. Traditionally, there's other things that happen, like you have a unity ceremony. Are you guys going to be doing that? There's candles, sand. Oh my gosh, there's so many different things now. Yes. There's the knot tying. There's a cross building. There's so many different things. Have y'all thought about that?
I think I want to do something like that. I just don't know which one I want.
Which one you want to do? Okay, yeah. So there'll be a unity ceremony.
I want to jump the broom.
Okay, perfect. Love that.
Hopefully I don't trip.
You won't.
Hopefully I don't.
With that dress.
Oh, goodness.
I do think that I'm going to have a dancer there to do an actual dance.
Is that going to be during the reception?
No, it'll be during the ceremony.
Okay. Can you take me through that real quick, just because I'm not familiar?
Yeah. It's basically, it would be like a dance in substitute of like someone singing a worship song.
Okay.
So it'll be like the song playing, then dancing kind of thing.
Okay. And do we know when that's taking place in the ceremony?
No, we were talking about that. We didn't know if it would be, because we don't know the typical orders of weddings, so we don't know if it's more appropriate to do it after the vows or before the vows. But I know for a fact, like, I want to be present for that part.
For sure. Okay, so it's just you guys standing, right?
Yeah,
you and your party is standing up there watching this, I guess, like an interpretational type of dance. Okay. And it's only going to be like a minute, 2 minutes that they're doing it?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. I just don't want to lose our audience. You know what I mean? Like, and then you guys I don't want you guys standing up there for more than like half an hour. I think half an hour is really like the max for a ceremony. And then that's when we kind of start losing kids or other people, you know, like things like that. So, okay. We can, once I map all of this out, we can kind of figure out where that fits in.
Okay.
And then we'll work it in there. This is at the end. Trying to think if there's anything else. Is there anything else that you guys can think of?
It's hard to think about weddings.
I mean, what are some spontaneous or different things that people do that's non-traditional?
Well, you've already hit me with a couple of things. So, like, the dance is definitely non-traditional, but I love that. I think that's going to look really good. You have a unity ceremony. Jumping the room, that's at the end. You'll have your vows. I'm sure your minister or whoever's up there is going to have something that they want to say as far as whatever it is that they're going to say. And then you have someone coming up for a blessing. So we're already looking at, like, with all of that, and then getting your wedding party down the aisle, that whole thing. You're looking at right at like 20 to 30 minutes, somewhere in there. Okay. I don't know. I mean,
no, that was a question I did have about the wedding party and the transition. Like, how do we? Because in my mind, I'm just like, we as guys just standing up there. I don't know. I don't really know how we want to bring everybody out. Like, what would that look like?
That's actually a really great question, also to involve our DJ, because he might have some ideas for that. Okay. I mean, typically you either have them come out in pairs or you have them come out individually. Right. And then I've done it 100 different ways. So sometimes the groom wants his own song. Sometimes he walks his mom down. I mean, there's a lot of different ways that we can go about that, you know? My suggestion is, if you're looking for something like more fun, more upbeat, you can definitely YouTube like bridal party entries. Okay. A lot of the times when they're doing that, they wait for the introductions of the bridal party during the reception. So for the ceremony, since it's a little bit of a different, you know, like beat and feel and vibe, it's just normally, you know, we're not doing introductions or anything. They're there to support you guys. Then we kind of give them like a little bit of a spotlight when it's time for them to get introduced into the reception. So if you want to do that, that's probably the best time to do that. Yeah,
no, I was just trying to figure out like how, because I know like the weddings that I've been to or been a part, I know the groom and all that, they just come up with the pastor, they're just there, you know. Yeah. So I mean, I don't really know with the venue. Of course, like I can't put it in my mind as it relates to what.
It's an aisle. You're going down an aisle, and there's an area for you guys to be standing. Just like, you know, here, just like anywhere else. I mean, you have the option of, if you want to walk down your grandmother, if you want to walk down with your mom, if you just want to already be up there. I mean, it's up to you, you know, and then we can kind of figure that out. The main thing is honestly, not to take anything away from you, is like Wanjel walking down, you know, and how she wants to do that. Oh, it will. It definitely will. So, okay, perfect. So that's ceremony. Obviously, if you guys think of anything, or if I think of anything, we can communicate further with that. So reception. Let's just go over kind of some of the basic stuff.
Okay.
So with the reception, there is a first dance. First dance, there's normally like a father-daughter dance or a mother-son dance or someone special in your life. Anything like that? Are you guys participating in anything like that?
I think we'll just say yes for now.
Yes for now. Okay, no problem. We can talk about that later. We'll say yes for now. Is that on both? Is that just on?
That's just for her.
Just for her. Okay. We'll come back to you later about that. And then, are you dancing with your mom or grandma or anybody in your life that you want to dance with? No. Okay.
Just dance with my wife.
Okay, perfect. No problem. Okay. Got it. And then, let's see. There's normally speeches, like your maid of honor, matron of honor, best
Both
man.
Both sisters gonna speak.
Both of them? Okay.
Yeah.
That's both of the ones that are standing, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I know that for a fact. Both the first sisters.
Perfect. Love that. And then what about you, Marty?
I have no idea. I guess the wedding party can speak.
Do you, like, at least your best man?
Yeah, I have best men.
Best men,
So
yeah.
they both can.
Oh, okay, yeah.
That'll work like that. We'll do that.
We can do that.
What are you thinking?
Don't worry about it.
Is it all becoming very real for you?
No, I was
No.
making some stupid comments in my head.
Oh. Uh-oh.
It's okay. Okay.
Let me think. After that, let's see. There's sometimes there's traditional dances, like there's like money dances, or there's just like, is there anything like that you think you guys would want to take part in?
I think the money dance. You don't think so?
Marty's like, no. I'm trying to think of anything else. Again, I might rope our DJ in on some of this stuff too. But okay, let me think. What else do we have? So we have speeches, and then after that, we normally just like try to. A lot of it's just photo opportunities, photos with the cake, photos at like different areas. In between this, so we don't go from ceremony to reception. We have like a cocktail hour, and that's just a great time for you guys to kind of like scale back and take in the fact that we're married now. We just had we said our vows, everything's great, and we can take photos within that hour. So that's a good time for us to do that in between, and then your guests can kind of just like have drinks, take a look around, and just wait for you guys to basically make your grand entrance. So
During the cocktail hour, will we be with everyone else, or will we be?
you'll be with your
somewhere else?
wedding party.
Okay.
Yeah, we normally leave the mingling. So the way that I've done it, the way I normally do it, and of course we do it however you guys want to do it. But in order to keep just like a flow and get the important stuff out of the way so we can get to the point where you can just kind of like relax and enjoy it, is we do ceremony, cocktail hours when we have photos. So we get that with your bridal party, family members, whoever it is that you're wanting photos with. And then we do the introductions for your bridal party. And then from there, we go straight into first dance. We get the important stuff out of the way. We start serving dinner. People are hungry. We get you guys fed. And then around that time is when we'll start speeches, like kind of towards the end of dinner. And then that's when we'll just start kind of doing some of the fun stuff. And that way, if people want to take pictures with you after that point, they're fed, you're fed, everything's good, and then you guys can just kind of run off with the photographer and do what you want to do.
Okay.
Yeah, and then we'll get, the most important part though is the party, right? That's the best part. So we want to get the stuff out of the way so that way you guys can just have fun with your people. So anything else comes to mind?
As far as the bridal party, so I know that, like you just said, we're gonna have the cocktail hour, more so us mingling with the bridal party, and I'm assuming that leads right, that same group will go and have the, the introductions. Okay, so for that part, I have my original bridesmaids, the ones that were going to be in the other thing. Can they also be included in that? Like, I want them to be at the cocktail hour. Of course. And then I want them to have introductions as well.
Of course. Okay. Yeah. However you want to do that is fine. Cool. Yeah. You just tell me, like, once we get closer or after this, we can talk about exactly how many people. I want to get their names, obviously. AJ will need their names to make introductions. We'll do all of that, however you want to do it.
Okay,
cool.
Sweet.
Yeah. Awesome. Awesome. All right, well, if there's anything else that you guys think of, obviously, you guys just let me know. If there's something I think of, I'll hit you guys up and see, what you think about it. And then, I know you guys aren't like the typical, do everything by the book, and that's what we're here for. That's what we're excited about. So
I do have one more statement.
Yeah.
So for obviously we aren't going anywhere, so we don't need like a vehicle to exit. However, I think we need some sort of photo op. I know the sun will be out, so I don't know how well sparklers would be for everyone to hold sparklers.
So the sun won't be out.
It won't.
The day before your wedding is daylight saving, so it'll be dark by 5.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
So our ceremony, that's why remember when we talked about this, I think it was a month ago or something, I was like, hey, we need to start your wedding somewhere around 2, 3, no later than 4. That's the absolute latest, and even then that was kind of pushing it. So yeah, it's gonna.
Even if we start at 3, how long is the ceremony usually last?
I wouldn't do it past 30 minutes.
Okay.
So we're 3:30, and then 3:30 to 4:30 we have your photos, and so that's kind of when right after that the sun will be coming down. So it's gonna make for really, really great photos. But by 5 o'clock when you're starting your party, it's gonna be dark outside for sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we won't see everyone for the cocktail hour.
But sparklers work no matter what. So even if you were doing them during the day, the photography. Oh yeah, absolutely. Sparklers are always a good idea as long as there's not a drought.
Right.
So yeah, but it's pavement out there in the front, so we can do them. It's not a big deal.
Okay.
So just some things to consider for exit. I mean, yeah, you have sparklers, bubbles, flowers. People do the glow sticks. Those are cool because they'll wave them around and it makes for really neat pictures. Some people do the lanterns that you let go. There's all kinds of stuff that you can do. So again, I would maybe just YouTube them or Pinterest them, exit, and then and that's it.
Okay.
Yeah, there's definitely some stuff to think about.
Just a couple of things, yeah. As far as how it's going to be put together, I'll take care of all of that. You just let me know what you want in it, and then I can kind of like a puzzle, just move the pieces around and, okay, this will look good if we do it this way or in this order. Okay. Cool?
Yes.
All right. Well, I'm really excited, guys. We're just around the corner.
Yeah, we are.
Awesome. Well, I'm excited. So, yeah, we'll be having wedding day very soon.
Yes.
All right.
We will.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks.